Good day, Cactus here of the Out and Aboot channel. It's 30 March and I'm on a road trip. I'm on holidays again. My job affords me pretty substantial time off, so I'm hoping I can get some good weather and enjoy the outdoors. So it's a balmy 13 degrees Celsius where I am. And you're probably asking, well, sir, you live in the Ottawa Valley in the end of March. How could it be so warm? Well, it's not to say it's never happened, but it's not too common. I'm in Kentucky. I drove down to Office Rocker Oilers pad in Southern Ontario. Spent the night there with him and his lovely wife. And I think after spending the night with him, I think my blood pressure is coming down now finally. I think I've recovered. Pretty calm, feeling pretty good. Yeah, I'm going to do some camping, sleep in this van. I brought my bicycle. I brought my sleeping bag and my, what do you call it, air mattress, changes of clothes, saddle bags. Maybe I'll get a bike packing adventure in. Who knows? We'll see what happens. Of course, my distracted driving. I was on the interstate. I came down from Office Rockers to Ohio. I can't remember, Wapapika something. Stayed there last night, and I've been driving through Cincinnati and Dayton and all that. And now I'm in Kentucky, and I got sick of the interstate. There was construction or something, and I headed off into the Kentucky hills, and it's quite beautiful. And I've already missed a ton of cool abandoned houses and vehicles, and I thought I better pull over and do an intro, and we'll get started here. I'm gonna head to somewhere in the interior of Kentucky tonight and see if I'm gonna sleep in the van or maybe do one more hotel night. We'll see. I'll allow myself to go as far south as Atlanta, Georgia. There is a trail called the Silver Comet Bike Trail that goes to the border of Alabama and turns into another trail. So I might be looking at doing that if the weather cooperates. I need to get some exercise. It's been a lazy winter. I lied to myself. I said I was going to stay in tip-top shape, go to the gym all the time, and I didn't do it enough. I let winter get to me a bit, and as we all do, right? But I got this time off, and I am hemorrhaging money with gas and food and lodging, and I need to start doing it cheaper. I need to get some food out of the grocery store and sleep in this van. Unfortunately, in the USA, there's not a lot of boondocking you could do quite easily, in these parts anyway. Maybe out west in the desert it's easier, but it's I don't see a lot of places to pull off here, so I might have to pay a campsite or something. We'll see. So I'm in Kentucky. I'm not in the best place for a great mountain view or nothing. I've driven past dozens of them, but let's sum up this intro here, and we'll start with this awesome tow truck. I've seen so much old stuff already in the last hour and a half by pulling off the interstate, and I haven't filmed any of it, so I got to get ready. So we got an old Ford here, 61, 23, something like that. What a beauty. What a beauty. It's not even rusted through. A Ford 500. Let's just do a walk around here. I've reprogrammed my GoPro for the screen to stay on. Now it's going to eat more battery, but I can keep a sharper eye on my shots and not be losing shots by my hand wandering and not getting what I want in the shot. Hudnall's, Owenton, Kentucky. I just went through Owentown. Nice little old downtown, sharp looking town. I hope to see many more like it. All right, so that's my long intro. I hope I can edit this down and shorten it up a bit. Join me on this adventure. We'll see what happens. Again, you know, no concrete plan. I tried to put a few through my head to adhere to, but it'll come together. We'll see what happens. I'm just praying for a bike ride and some camping. Really nice weather. This feels good. Gorgeous girlfriend is at home with a brand new puppy we got. We got a brand new ginger and white border collie pup. And yeah, he's right in the hellion stage right now. Well, he will be for the next 2 years. So she's putting up with that and going to work. Oh no, she took a week off to do some training with this puppy. Then she'll be back to work. So, and I'm out here being a wild vagabond. This little gas station. A gas station no more. Here's some stuff. Kind of modern, nothing too old. Lots of abandoned trailers. That pickup truck that just passed me has its back window smashed out or shot out. We'll just let him go by. There's that truck. That's where he lives. Oh boy. Oh boy. Texas Chainsaw Massacre there. Kentucky Chainsaw Massacre. The churches keep coming. It'd be cool if I wasn't in a hurry to get to my destination today, because there's lots of side roads just off a road like this that go into the interior. And I'll bet you there's some wildly interesting things to look at. 18-wheeler here. Well, not 18-wheeler, but this old truck. Looks like it still runs. Some old Vegas. Chevy, Jeep, old stuff. You know, this is just one small pocket I'm seeing too off the highway. There's probably a lot more. Look at this. Absolutely shattered. Oh, those poor people. Abandoned house there. Another abandoned house. So much abandoned. I sure hope nobody's living in this one. Old Ford Falcon station wagon. See it? A few other gems tucked down there. It hit 19 degrees already today. Just beautiful. Check this out. In Hazard, Campton County. Guns and ammo. Yeehaw. And an old tire shop. Look at the old stuff back there. Old Buick sedan. Chevy short box. And a Jeep Wagoneer, whatever they call it in the 1950s. Nice. I'm in the hilly town of Hazard, Kentucky. I don't believe this is the setting for the Dukes of Hazzard, the 1970s hillbilly muscle car show that every boy my age then just could not miss on a Friday night.
Second right onto Memorial Drive.
But it's intriguing nonetheless.
Right onto
A
Memorial
whiskey dispensary. Kentucky talk for a liquor store, I guess. Morning. 31 March. Just outside of, well, now in Whitesburg. Where am I? Kentucky. Whitesburg, Kentucky. I stayed in another motel last night because the two campsites I went to, one was a state park too, were closed. There was nobody there. I could have parked there, maybe got away with it, but didn't want to take the chance. So we're gonna take the trusty old bicycle here, and we're gonna go into Whitesburg, your quintessential Appalachian mountain town, and check it out. We're at a school down here, and this path goes into town. I think across an old rail bridge, maybe. This might be an old railway berm, actually. Here's the sports field, because Americans love their sports. Football, obviously. I seen kids playing soccer here yesterday. So they got some community stuff going on here. It's pretty good. Look at these gorgeous hills. Just blows my mind where they put the houses too. Like there's a house right up in there even. They must drive there somewhere. Anyway, let's hop on this old girl here. Go see what we can see. There's a few top houses around. I think my trip's going to be shortened up here. It's raining kind of bad. Brent's Barber Shop. That's what I need, a haircut. Gotta love a stone church. Street side grill and bar, nice. Nice covered porch. Summit City Restaurant on Main. No brekkie. Heritage Kitchen, American comfort food. No brekkie. Tacos. Mexican. Oh, this is cool. Bowling's North Fork Veranda. Just gutted out, bombed out, roofless old building. Nice, what a good idea. Morning. People are very friendly, very greeting. Well, there you go, Pembroke. There's an idea. Some of your crappy old abandoned buildings. Let's see what else we see. Wow. 90s, I think. Dodge. Mitsubishi Dodge. You won't see these where I live anymore. They're all rusted and gone. This one's mint. Incredible. Ooh, that's nice. Kentucky Mist Distillery. Open. I don't think you're open. Unless they like having a shot of moonshine first thing in the morning in these parts. Look, you left your sign on. Hey, check this out. Gotta love a good old restored mural. KYVA Motor Body Shop. An old dealership. Royal Crown Cola. Cool looking building. See, this is what we need to get going where I live. Quit snubbing these ugly old buildings and just patch them up because they're cool looking. Stop wiping out our history. Hang on to it. Bring in the tourists. This cool little rolling floating ramp here. You can dolly up the barrels of liquor. Oh, somebody's in there working, making the next batch. Neat. Here's another cool old building. It looks like it's no more. Oh, actually, it's part of the distillery. They got their barrels of whiskey aging in there. Aha! That's neat. Yeah, we're gonna have to pull the pin on this. This is too wet. This is just what they called for. Looks like they got a Legion or a museum here. Gorgeous old Army Jeep. Look at that. One of them old Dodge Army trucks. That's beautiful. Veterans Memorial Museum. That's what I need to do. Find some museums. M60A3 main battle tank. And their army truck, like deuce and a half leg thing. So these are like the Canadian military's trucks. They just retired a few years ago, except they didn't have dual wheels. Back on the bike path, heading back to the van. It's the back side of town. There's that church I was showing you. Beautiful, beautiful stone church. Local stone. It's got a nice color to it. A little gray, a little brown mixed in. I wonder if this river ever swells up. I mean, it is spring and it's pretty low. The lad at the hotel said they didn't really get any snow this winter, and they don't often get snow. It's quite south, but being in the mountains, it's possible. Not this year. The Ottawa Valley got lots of snow this winter. Just took a while to get there. But I think in the summertime, when the leaves have really popped, it would cover up a lot of stuff that you could miss very easily. Speaking of wind, I did buy a media mod kit to wrap around this GoPro. A little foam microphone blocks out the wind. But in my ignorance, I didn't research. You can't plug the Volta into it. The Volta stick that I'm holding on to, that contains a lot of battery hours, you can't plug it in. So The medium mod might be reserved for strapping to my head or my chest when I'm riding around like this. Unfortunately, when you only have the one battery inside the GoPro, they're only good for an hour. With the Volta, you have at least 4 hours, maybe even more. I don't know if you can make it out. There's a Chevy S10, S15 down there. It looks like the General Lee. I am overwhelmed by the beauty in here, in these hills. All these purple blossoms coming out. Looks like lilacs, but I don't know what it is. And look at this abandoned railway line. I thought it was a used railway line, but it's abandoned. It must be from the coal mining days. How incredible that would have been. See a steam train rolling through these hollers. And there's garbage just everywhere. It's incredible. Boy, if somebody wanted to make some money in aluminum cans, come on down. Jesus Christ. It's all in the riverbanks too. Birds singing everywhere. Really pretty. It's a really obscure road. I can just barely make it out on Google Maps. Boy, I'm not getting far. I'm running into stuff constantly. So this is a big coal conveyor right across the road from up in the mountain. 2 of them. So there's probably abandoned stuff up on that mountain there. See that big belt driven thingamabobber there? Probably lowers that bucket and it drops the coal in the train. Or in this hopper, and then the hopper puts it in the train. Wow, this is just wild. Dirty old coal. I did see an entrance back, and there was some signage going up the hill. That's probably how you get up there. I'm sure it's no trespassing. There's a sign here, but it's all abandoned, rusted. Isn't that wild? This is why it'd be nice to be on the scooter or cycling around the bicycle. Be a hard pedal though going up these hills. See how the train went right into the inside of that thing and filled the cars with coal. Garbage, garbage, garbage. Boy, if you really scoured around these parts, you'd probably find some cool old bottles. Because people have been tossing these about forever, I bet. I'm going to backtrack a little bit just to see if there's a possibility of getting up there. This is a lot better than running the interstates, I'll tell you. Abandoned hillbilly cabin. Oh boy. If I didn't think they had so many guns around here, I'd go into it. Kingdom Coal Limited. 89 Daniel Boone Drive, Barberville, Kentucky. Old House Branch Slurry Impoundment. Private property. This is the way in. Pretty obviously well signed. He even claims video surveillance. I'm not going to test that. There's no gray area. You can see how the land is scarred there, how the mountain's cut off and carved. They took all the coal out of there. It'd be interesting to see an aerial shot of that. I wonder. I might pull up Google Maps, put it on satellite and see. God, it's pouring like crazy. Incredible place if you got time to crawl around and no schedule. I highly recommend it. Bring a bicycle, bring a little scooter like I got, or a little enduro or something that you can maybe get on a trail with if you have to. This is all an abandoned old property too. No trespassing. Little shacks rotting away. God, it would be a really interesting explore. So these abandoned tracks, as you've seen in parts down there, there's trees growing up through it. Nothing growing here. Well, I'm getting soaked. Here we go, just a little further down the road. I was able to pull up this little hill here, Jim's Road, and there's the operation. The little dying hamlet of Roxana. The grocery is closed. Ambergy, Coca-Cola signs. Look at that. The grocery is closed. Just a few houses. That one up there, it looks pretty pristine. Just full of garbage outside. Like the lawn's cut and stuff, and it's just like empty containers and stuff thrown out the front door. Imagine hanging out here back in the day having a Coca-Cola. There's some graffiti in the dust. Sam Dixon, your standard penises. Winsky. Can't see inside. Look at this door. Is that a problem with robberies or what? This huge iron door. And the lock's up in here. Jesus Christ. Ah, you can't see nothing in there. There's the loading door. Grocery, hardware, furniture. Check that out. Grocery, hardware, furniture. They sold it all. Let's see, soft drink machines. I don't think they're working anymore. They got to chain them right in. And the post office. That looks active still. We're going to go up this little road. Continue to get lost. Fascinating. See, check out the riverbanks. It's just a never-ending plume of garbage. I'm on one of those steel one-lane bridges in the town of Blackie. So we departed Whitesburg this morning and now we're in Blackie. In Kentucky. You decide. It's a dreary, rainy, cloudy day. This is as good as it gets. Oh, what a lovely little bus. Now there is a rockin' camper. Oh, that would be ultimate. Oh. Big old church built on the hill. Well, there's a railway truck there. See that white truck and a trailer. So that seems to be an operating rail line for sure. Oh, look at that old tractor there. Steel wheel tractor. This looks like an old general store at one time. I tell you, the tourist potential for these mountain towns, if they weren't so dirty and run down with these old buildings, some of the old buildings, would be quite something. War Veterans Memorial. I'm gonna get across here and pause for a moment. Hopefully nobody's coming. And check my phone. I think Gorge's girlfriend has texted me back because I was rubbing in the fact that yes, it's raining, but it's 10 degrees and not minus 10. CB Cowdill. What was that? Some kind of old store. Wow. Porchy store. A swing seat. I'm lost for words here. It's absolutely incredible. I'll definitely be coming back here someday. Perhaps if I'm retired and not working at anything. It would be nice if I could get some sort of more fuel efficient camper going and a rack on the back to put my scooter on and bring the bicycle, because there's always a place to use the bicycle. So that was the town of Blackie. Here's an old service station. Check this out. Is it open? No more gas pumps. Not even a store anymore. Mechanic on duty. I don't know if you've seen that sign or not. I don't believe that's accurate anymore. Wow. There's hundreds of shots like this. Just crap everywhere. Poor folks. Cemetery. There's little cemetery plots around too. I'd love to check them out, but it's just pouring rain. I'll be getting soaked. Coal country. Just passed another coal operation, an active one. Lots of trucks pulling out. Gotta watch those trucks. Look at this shattered old abandoned homestead here. A lot of places have their own little bridge to cross the creeks. Here's a log one. Here's an old original log. Kind of reminds me of home. What a cute little place. Boy, I'd love to peek inside of it. Wow. Here's a mess here. They got a lot of garbage. They throw it right over the ledge there in the creek, and they burn it right there. Well, they got no garbage trucks out here or what? Every time I shut the camera off, there's something else I gotta see. 1960s Ford fire truck just sitting there. Sitting there to look at. And look at this. A hearse, Cadillac hearse. Oh, get out of here. We're gonna have to get a shot of that. Pouring rain again. Just sitting on the side of the road. There's stuff like this everywhere. Wow. What a work of art. Creepy curtains are still sitting there. Awesome. Ain't that something? Oh my God, another Mack fire truck. Oldie. There's an old emergency vehicle in there, an ambulance or some sort of fire vehicle, Ford van. I can't drive 20 feet without running into something. I gotta go back here and show you something. Look at this old store. U.S. Postal Service. I think it's closed. Postal and a store. You buy a Coca-Cola, have a seat on the old porch on a hot summer day. This abandoned place too. Oh my God. Oh, it just keeps going. Rooms for rent. Perhaps. Get out of here. She's a little toasty. These are everywhere. Oh, that old shop there is just caving in and crunched by trees. More rotten buildings. It's endless. Another ambulance tucked in the forest there. Oh my God. I'm excited. Very excited. Oh my Jesus, look at this. Someone lives there. The light's on. Get the hell out. No one's living there. Big old Cadillac sitting in there. Wow. Rusty old Dodge. Pouring rain. I don't know what little holler this is called, but I bet you could have got a good meal back at Sumter's back in the day. Boy, you can still see kitchen stuff inside there, and boy, I wish it was nicer out. I'd take a peek in the window. Super interesting. If you're into abandoned stuff and old cars and things, I highly recommend the Appalachians in Kentucky. We'll see what else we see in Tennessee and whatnot. This is pretty cool. Dodge. I've just come down out of the mountains to the little village of Cumberland, which is near the actual Cumberland Gap. Cumberland Gap, that was an old song from the 50s. What was his name? Lonnie Donovan? English guy that tried to sound like a southerner from the States. So, it's incredible, it's overwhelming, the amount of run-down places that people are living in, and all the garbage laying around them, and then they burn the garbage, or they don't burn the garbage. Just mind-blowing, absolutely mind-blowing. And I just drove through this downtown. I turned around. We're gonna take a drive through. Boy, they would have been happy, cute little busy places at one time. A lot of stuff is closed. So much potential for tourism if they could pretty these places up. There's a mural on the wall here. 100 years of coal, 1911 to 2011. L&N Railroad Historical Society. Really incredible. I can't endorse coming here enough. It's something to look at. It's pretty cool. Pretty darn friendly people so far too. I haven't engaged with a lot, but lots of good mornings, pining for your attention even in the streets in Whitesburg. I was not even looking at some people in there. They're hollering at me to say good morning, say hello. Old closed furniture store. Empty buildings, broken windows. Poor Fork Arts and Crafts. We got a little cafe here. Hot coffee and soup. God, I should go in there and get something to eat. Vic's Jewelry Studio. Neon sign. My word. You know, if it wasn't raining, I'd be hanging around here for another day or two in these areas. I don't know where I'm going now. Here, I guess. There's lights on in that place upstairs. I'm heartbroken that it's raining so hard. I could just walk around here for hours. Look at this old dump truck. Old 2 or 3 ton Ford, still running. Wow. An old Plymouth sedan and a Chevy stepside. Okay, so Kentucky might have ended abruptly. I am pretty sure I'm in Tennessee now. So let's do an intro for Tennessee. I'm heading towards the Knoxville area. I'm really not sure if it's going to be a good camping night again. I'm considering a hotel. I'll check the weather. I'll check for accommodation. We'll see what happens. But for now, here's a beautiful intro to Tennessee. Check this out. We got a well-used Corvette here. Don't care. What's better is this Charger. And it's for sale. Needs a paint job. Automatic. Needs a dash. Neat stuff. Would be a neat beater. Look at this Road Warrior-ish Camaro here. Drag car. Then we got a fun little Plymouth Valiant. Convertible. Pretty rotten. Parts car. Not savable. Lots of good parts. And another Valiant. Or a Dart. Another convertible. Pontiac Grand Prix. Not my favorite car. Started to get into that malaise era there a little bit. Before anybody else. And a gorgeous Ford pickup truck. Yeah, baby. Dixie Engine Service. Property for sale. I believe it's closed. But look at that. Nice solid truck. Oh, and over here, we got an old Chrysler, Plymouth. Newport or Monaco, I don't know, I don't remember. So welcome to Tennessee. I'm pretty sure with all the Kentucky stuff I have, this is another video. All right, off for now. I gotta get on the old Goog here and see if I can find accommodation that's not too outrageous. Or an Airbnb maybe. Airbnb is not the cheap thing it used to be, I'll tell you. Not impressed. But we'll see. Okay. See you in the next scene. Out.